In today's tutorial, we are going to take a look at the brand new Divi Backend Builder. So this builder here is going to be replacing the classic Divi Builder. So we're going to take a look at the features, the benefits, and how we can improve our web design workflow. Okay, so before we begin, I have a few announcements to make. First of all, if you're brand new to web design and you'd like to learn how to design websites using WordPress, I have a free WordPress mastery course. The link to that is in the description below. All you have to do is to enroll on the course and you can go ahead and start learning. Also, if you want to design websites using Divi, I also have a course which has a 50% discount, but you can get this course absolutely free if you buy Divi using my affiliate link. The link to that again is in the description below. This episode is made possible by divicake.com. Check out their huge selection of Divi themes, layouts, and plugins. The link to that is in the description below. So ahead of time, I've gone ahead and updated my Divi theme. So I'm running the latest Divi theme. So let's take a look and see where these features are. So I'm going to come over here to Pages, click on Add New. And then I'm just going to give this page a title and we're going to call this New Builder. Right. So the next thing we need to do here is to click on Use the Divi Builder. And then I'm just going to come over here and click on Build from Scratch. Right. So what you notice straight away is we have these two icons. This one here takes you back to the standard editor, which is the WordPress editor. And then this button here takes us now to the visual editor. So this is the main difference. It doesn't look like it's a major change, but of course, those of you that use the backend builder, you can already see that this is different to the classic builder. And over here, we also have a button which you can click to go back to the classic builder. But we're not going to do that right now because we want to see the power of this new builder. Right. So over here, we see these icons. Now, these icons are very, very important. This first one here brings you back to the wireframe view, which is what we are right now, which is where we are right now. And this one here allows us to zoom out. And then this one here allows us to see our design in desktop view and so on. So what I'm going to do here is to just add a basic design. So I'm just going to click this plus button here. And this is what now we're going to use to import our pre-made layouts. So I'm just going to go ahead and just import this one here. Click use this layout. So, right, let's see what we can do here. So first of all, you can drag things around. So you can drag this, bring it here into position, drag this over here. So pretty much that works very well. Right. So what is actually new here? So let's just go through these buttons one more time. So when you open this new Backend Builder, this plus button here is what you can use to load stuff from the library. Over here, this is where you'd go if you want to import and export your layout. So if I click here, you notice that we have the export and import button. So it's very, very handy. And then over here, this is where you can save items to the library. And of course, over here, this bin is where you can just use this to clear out everything that you have here. So pretty much we're just deleting everything that we have on our page. And then this button here, this is our editing history. So we can just click on this and then see what we've done. And we can either move on to that particular stage if we want to roll back to wherever it is you want to go. Right. So moving on here, this is the settings, the page settings. So if I click here, notice that you can add your page title here. So if you want to rename your website, your page title, you can just come over here and rename it here. And over here, this is where you can also add your featured image. And there's also a few things like split testing. Now, this is quite interesting because if you want to do A/B testing, this is where you would come and, set it up. Right. And over here, we also have the ability to add our background color. But notice that this color here only applies to this actual page. So this is page settings. Right, I'm just going to close this. Now over here, now this is very, very important. This is where we have our builder settings. So if I click here, you notice that we have quite a few buttons here that we can activate. So I can activate here the click mode and the hover mode. And then over here, we can also set our backend builder to open in wireframe view or to open up in desktop view as soon as we open this. But for those of you that obviously prefer the classic builder, you'd like to obviously keep it here on the wireframe view because this is what you probably be familiar with. Right, so over here, we also have the interaction mode. So by default, it's set to hover mode, but you can change it to click mode or grid mode. So I would just pretty much leave this as it is. And then we also have more options here, display modules at 50%. This is what you'd normally get when you switch over to the wireframe mode. So this is not too different from the wireframe mode. Okay, I'm just going to close this for now. So while we're here in this backend builder, notice what happens. If I want to see what is happening here on my design, I can just click this little icon here, and this takes me straight to the desktop view. And what I'm looking at right now is the actual design. And this is amazing because this is pixel perfect. This is what it would look like if I were to hit the preview button. Okay, so this is very, very handy. And this is actually brand new in this new backend builder. So what you're seeing here right now, you don't have to save your page and then exit the visual builder to really see what it's going to look like. What you're seeing right now is exactly what it's going to look like. So that's really cool. Now we also have these two modes. So if I come over here to this tablet mode, again, this is how it would look like on the tablet mode. So this is really, really handy. And then if I come over here, this is the mobile view. And again, it looks really nice. Right. So pretty much what we've noticed here is we can do everything in this backend builder. So we can view the visual mode. I mean, like how you would if you're using the visual editor, and also have the ability to go back to the backend builder as you're building your site. So if you want to go back, you can just click here and this takes you back to the backend builder. I'm sure you're wondering, isn't this the same as the wireframe mode? Now, I can tell you right now, I was thinking the same, but you know what? It's actually different. So let me show you how. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this home page in a new tab. And then we're also going to go back to our dashboard here and open a page. So I'm just going to open any page here. So I'm just going to click on backgrounds. Right. So I am going to switch to the front end. So right now we are in the visual editor, the front end editor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here on expand settings, and then I'm going to go to my wireframe mode. Right. So notice the difference here. This is the wireframe mode. I don't have those buttons to preview my designs like I have here on my new backend builder. Okay, so again, this is very handy. I can just go in here and see how my design looks like, but we can't do this right here. So this is one of the major differences. Apart from that, you know, everything else seems to be, you know, fine. You can, if you want to go back to view the design, you can just click here back to desktop view. But the only difference is you don't have it here in the wireframe view. So that's one of the main differences that we have. Right, so back over here, let's see what else we can do. So I'm going to switch back over here to the backend builder. Right, so with this new builder now, we can also do copy and paste and do a lot of shortcuts. And this we also couldn't do with the classic builder. So if I right click here, you can see we can copy, you know, we can copy modules. We can do save to the library, split test. So we can do quite a lot of things here. And also we have this button here to zoom in and zoom out. So if I click here on zoom out, notice what happens. This will just give me a snapshot of what is happening here in my design. And then if I click again, this will bring me back to my new backend builder. So what I'm going to do next here is to switch back to the old classic builder and take a look at how that looks like. So if you want to do that, you can just scroll all the way down to the bottom here. I don't know why you would want to switch back to the classic builder because in my opinion, this new backend builder has quite a lot of features that the classic builder doesn't have. So let's switch back to the classic builder and then you can see what I mean. So I'm going to switch back over here. Right, so this is the old classic builder, right? So let's just go side by side so you can compare it. So you can see here, this is the new one and this is the old one. And straight away here, we don't have those links. I mean, those icons that we have for us to have these different views. And then over here as well, in the old one, we don't have as much options as we have here with the new one. Okay, and the previews, this is the main thing. And Divi is all about working really fast, increasing your speed, or the speed of your workflow. So if you take a look at the previews, if I come over here, I would have to go into the module settings, and then I have to click this eye icon for me to see it. And as I'm looking at this, it's not giving me a bird's eye view of the whole page. It's just showing me this particular thing. Whereas if I come over here, all I have to do is to click this button here, and then I can see pretty much everything. So I have a bird's eye view and the right perspective of what is happening on my page. So to me, I think this one, the old one here, will slow me down in terms of my design workflow because of the amount of clicks I have to go through in order for me to preview what I'm designing. So here, every time you want to preview something, you just have to go in and look at it module by module because we can't really see this design here as we would as a page with the new Backend Builder. So that could be in fact, I wouldn't say that could be, that is a big deal. Okay, so taking a look here at also some of the changes that we have. If I come over here to settings, again, this does not really give me a lot to work with. And as I'm making my changes here, and also the interface, you can see the interface here is actually quite different. So if I go back here to my row settings, in fact, let me go back to the builder. If I were to come here into my row settings, notice how different it is. Okay, so it's way different compared to what we have here. This is similar to what we have in the front-end editor and even better. So if I come over here to design, I have all my elements that I need, and this will have all the features that we have on the front-end editor. So everything that we have on the visual editor is actually on this new Backend Builder. And as I'm designing this, I can actually switch over here and take a look at all the changes that are happening on my page. So I would say this is really, really powerful. I like the direction the new Backend Builder is taking. And also, as a designer, I was actually more confident with the Visual Builder. But there are cases where I have to go into the wireframe mode. So with this option here to actually work with the Backend Builder, I think I have to change my stance here. I'm going to probably start using the Backend Builder even more because I have the best of both worlds. Without me, exiting out and going back into the wireframe mode and then getting out of it and going back to the visual mode. And right now, everything is just a click away. I can just click here and then see what is happening. And the most important thing here is this right here. The design we have here is pixel perfect. So you don't have to exit the Visual Builder to actually see a preview of how your page is going to look like. So to me, that's a big plus. This is going to add quite a lot of seconds in my workflow. So again, I love the way that we are able to work faster now in Divi using this mode. In fact, to be honest, if Divi was to, if Elegant Themes was to take away the Visual Builder and just leave this, I'll be pretty much happy with this because I can access everything that I need from here. So that's my take on the new Backend Builder. What do you think? I mean, how do you see the Visual Builder? Do you think this is a massive improvement? Do you think that you still prefer the old one? Or what's your take on this? I'd like to hear that. So leave me a comment in the comments box below so we can discuss this further. This episode is made possible by divicake.com. Check out their huge selection of Divi themes, layouts, and plugins. The link to that is in the description below. So there you have it. That's all I have for you in today's video. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and also don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. By doing so, every time I post a new video, you will be notified. Until next time, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.